Oh, like that. Oh, you're gonna lose that. Got one. Morning, y'all. Day 12 of unemployment. Devin and I about to get these cinnamon rolls on. Go about our day. You can go, Marshmallow. It's okay. Get me out of this intro. New hoodie. Thank you, woo. This thing's dope. Man, cinnamon rolls were delicious. Okay, Devin and I are planning on going fishing today. We're gonna take the kayaks out probably, then return them to the Guggen warehouse most likely. Also, there's a guy who lives in that area, and on Facebook Marketplace, he's got a swim bait rod for $40, an 8-foot heavy Defy black swim bait rod by 13 Fishing. And we've been wanting to get a bigger rod so that we're not jeopardizing our daily rods, but just because we want to throw these bigger swim baits. And so we're probably going to pick up this rod for like 40 bucks. It's rated for like 4 to 8 ounce lures, so we can really throw some of those like 2.5, 3 or 4 ounce ones without a care in the world. And if it breaks, it's $40 as opposed to like hundreds of dollars. So stick around for that. I'm going to go ahead and get the kayaks ready, and we are going to launch this Tundra straight to Denton. We now have like almost 20 GoPro batteries, so we should be good for a whole 24 hours worth of filming pretty much. GoPros check. Oh yeah. Get the trailer ready, change my shoes, probably take off the hoodie before we split. 65, but it's gonna get pretty hot. Grab some tackle, get the backpack. We'll be out of here, you guys. Let's get this trailer hooked up to the truck. Okay, trailer's ready. So Chris, along with some awesome apparel, some shirts and stuff, sent us some new weights. Thank goodness, man, because I've been running low. Check us out. We got a bunch of 1/4 ounce never chip woo tungsten. We've got some 3/16. He even got us some weighted underbelly hooks for some swim baits. We are ready to rock and roll with more woo tungsten. Love that stuff. Let's go ahead and I think we're ready to rock and roll. See if we can't get out and catch some fish. Holy cow. There's like 25 people on the banks of this pond. I feel like we should just cast a line. Holy cow, like this place is packed. It goes back. There's like 20, 30 people fishing at this pond today. Sunday, March 29th. Sunday, March 29th, the day before Devin and I's 6-year wedding anniversary, which we're gonna cover in tomorrow's video. Stay tuned for that, it's gonna be a bunch of fun. Wow, that was unexpected. All right, well, hopefully there's less at the pond we're heading to, because that was not social distancing. Dallas, Texas might be a little bit further behind some of y'all cities as far as quarantine efforts, but it could also be ahead of some as well. It's kind of county by county. It's definitely not statewide lockdown like some areas could be. I'm unaware because obviously we're here. Anyways, we're gonna get to the pond and drop these kayaks in. We're here getting the batteries in the GoPros, about to unload the yaks, and there is not nearly as many people fishing this one. It's also a bigger body of water. There's actually 2, 3, 4. He's got his son, so that's 5, 6, 7. There's at least 10 people fishing here, but not like that last pond with like 30. Let's go ahead and get the stuff in the water, man. I'm excited to go fishing. Just got all our woo tungsten organized and in the ice box. Time to launch these babies. Oh, don't litter.
Oop, there goes one. Yeah.
We're also right over beds. No, not yet. Or, well, I did the last time I was here, but I got a couple bites. I could try it for a second to see what happens, and if it gets a bite, you can take it.
Got one. Well, that was pretty quick on the drop shot. That was first cast with the drop shot. Shit, I need those pliers, I think. Oh man.
Well, feisty one, first cast on the drop shot, you guys, check that out. What I'm gonna do is give Devin this drop shot now. I'm gonna tie on another one. I just got some new line and 12-pound monofilament that I'll use as a leader, and I am going to drop down a second drop shot. Maybe Devin and I can get on a good bite on the drop shot and catch some bigger fish before we start chunking those big swim baits. The bite rating on the Bass Forecast app was a 2.8 today. We might have to slow things down, and this is a good indication on the first one. Let's get this guy back in the water and try and snag some more. Off to the races. All right, here babe, you take this one. Guys, so here's what caught that fish and what I am rigging up with. I have, we don't have any spinning combos with us, so we're just throwing casting gear. However, this is braid, quite noticeable in the water. So I'm tying on a 12-pound leader. I'm probably gonna do a couple foot using a double uni knot. And so that will be my leader knot of choice. We've also got a 1/4 ounce Carl's weight, a 1/0 drop shot hook, and then Sunset Bug is the color that bass hit first try. Kind of like a merger of a watermelon red flake and a cinnamon on the bottom. So nice little color. That's what we got going on. Devin's throwing hers. I'm gonna get rigged up and we'll get back in here.
Getting a bite. Gotcha. Yep, fish on. It's the teeniest. That thing was so little. I'm gonna go a little closer, I think, to that grass pocket. Gotcha. Good one. Good one. On the Gant Trail, first cast. Oh. Fish on. Fish on. Good deal. Any fight, bud? Any fight? No? Just the initial? That's it? There we go. Guys, so that is going to be the first fish on the Gant Trail today for me. The first one that I got came off right at the boat. Y'all saw in that earlier footage. My boat GoPro is telling me that I have low battery, so I'm going to go ahead, get this guy back in the water, save the clip, and put a new battery in and get after some more fish. Dang, he has no fight. He was just like, all right, cool. All right, 4%. I got to hurry. Go ahead. Pretty much the same way as he came in, just got heavy. All right, everybody, fresh battery change. We are good to go. So far, that's been one on the drop shot for me.
Nice. She got her first one.
One missed on the drop shot, one missed on the Gant Trail, and one landed on the Gant Trail. So they're kind of going after a mixture. Whenever they kind of stop hitting on one, it seems like they kind of start picking up on the other ones. They're definitely seeming like they're up in the grass line. Right where I'm sitting, I can see to the bottom. I want to say it's probably 7 or 8 feet deep right here. It's funny, I can actually see my anchor right there on the bottom. Definitely so much less windy than it was last, maybe 5 days ago whenever we were here. And that is pretty dang cool. I like where I'm stationed right here because I feel like I'm gonna be able to see any fish that might be following it. Let's see if I can't just get another one. Okay.
Yeah, no boats and no swimming in any city ponds.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're getting kicked out.
Is that other boat with you?
Yeah, I'll call him.
Yeah, hey, I heard that. I'm about to get one off the bed, though. Hold tight.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna take it in so it doesn't.
Okay, bye. Here we go, guys.
Here's a big one.
Hey, sir, you gotta take the boat out of the pond,
Yes, sir.
okay? You're not allowed to have any type of watercraft or swim in any of the ponds.
Okay, I didn't know. I'll go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure if the other pier's got one, but it's got a sign here too for the ordinance if you want to see it.
Okay, I hadn't. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Dude, I'm just like floating over 5 and 6 pounders out here.
You guys get kicked off.
Yeah, but it's no big deal, man. We've been tearing it up. I caught a 5 out here just like last week.
Really?
So, yep, it was pretty good. Just on a little bluegill swim bait. You fish this spot a lot?
I usually do, but I haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just over there. There's a couple in the reeds. I think there's a couple.
Is there?
Yeah.
There's a decent sized one. I was like trying to scout it out on my way back over here, like just like right in between all that grass right there. I don't know if I'm gonna get caught up in this, but throwing I might switch to a T-rig real fast and try and get it because it's, I'd say it's 3.5 to 4 minimum.
Yeah.
Have a good one. I hope you get him, man.
All right, thanks.
Let's see if I can't get this big one off this bed out here. My cast has got to be perfect because nope, that wasn't it. There we go. Got him. Oh no, I just had him. Oh my gosh, I had him off that bed. No way, no way.
Well, guys, you might have already heard from Devin, and also I got yelled at too. There was an officer that had kicked us out, so we are shutting this place down. We tried to cast a few more times from the bank, and no luck. There was a couple beds I saw with some decent-sized ones that I was trying to cast to, but they're just not hitting, aside from the one I got on the drop shot as soon as I got off the boat. Messed that opportunity up, but I was just roaming over 5 and 6 pound bass, and the shallow end over here, super nuts. Crazy, man. And also, right when I was getting yelled at and getting kicked off is when I was working this like 2.5 probably pounder, and then here comes the mama and it's like 4 pounds plus. And so I was trying to get this couple off the bed, but it just would not happen, man. So anyways, we are gonna load these kayaks up and try and fish another pond probably around here or whatever today's got in store for us. We'll keep you updated. Oh, look, he's got one off the dock. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hardly ever see this many people fishing this spot. So many people along the bank. Let's go ahead and see what's next on the agenda for you guys. Okay, so here's what we ended up doing. Devin told me she caught another fish on the Jackal Gantrell. I didn't even have a clue, so that's cool. We came over to Home Depot. We're gonna try and find a lock for the trailer and some chain locks to just tie the yaks down to the trailer. So since we're gonna be using these a lot more, I assume we're just gonna be chaining these puppies down. Let's step inside to the Home Depot, y'all. And we got the piece we need. Coupler lock. This is for when the trailer is not attached. You can attach this to the hitch and lock it to where people won't be able to put it on their truck. So now we're looking for this. Mark, I just tried to get a hold of you, man. I'm asking what size cable lock we had when we locked our kayaks down. I think we're gonna go with the, I feel like the 30 foot's overkill, but at the same time 15 might not be enough, so.
Please remove your card.
All right, guys, so we got all of the goods, all the Home Depot stuff, and we're headed out. We're gonna go ahead and probably go pick up that swim bait rod that Westin was telling you guys about earlier today.
Sweet. Dang, y'all check out the Hummer, the Virus Mobile. Holy smokes. We decided to detach the trailer before driving across town, but the locks we found ended up working pretty good for it. Check that thing out. Now we are headed to go grab this swim bait rod. Man, I'm pretty pumped. Hopefully it fits in all the cars because it's like 8 feet, so yeah. All right, we're here meeting the seller. Ching. Quick and easy, man, done like dinner. D5 Black by 13 Fishing. This is a very affordable swim bait rod. If you guys have considered throwing some larger baits, this thing right here, 8 foot, heavy. I'm gonna do a review on this thing. It's 8 feet, heavy, fast action, 20 to 40 pound line, recommended 4 to 8 ounce lures. So this thing will be chunking the big stuff. Yeah, it's been used. You can see it's kind of worn and everything. We are not tripping. We just want to take this thing out and not jeopardize some of our more expensive rods that are not rated to handle larger baits. and see what this thing's all about. This is definitely entry level, I would say, if you're talking about swim bait rods. I mean, it's not high end, but we picked this thing up off of Facebook Marketplace for 40 bucks. I think it sells new for 80. I'll link it down in the description if I can find it. The moment of truth, it fits in the truck, and I figured it would. We'll have to see about the cars though. All right, not sure what's next on the agenda, but you're about to find out. Made a quick pit stop back at the house, feed the pups, and grab a little bite to eat. Trying not to go out like crazy during all this, stock up on the groceries, but we're about to go fishing again. Gonna go maybe try and grab some catfish. Maybe try and go catch some catfish. Don't worry, we're not gonna stop bass fishing on this channel, but this will be a fun little treat, something different for you guys. We're meeting up with a couple friends, keeping some safe distance, and gonna try and catch a couple of these big old cats. But first, mustache. What? Go. Only way to get him to be quiet. All right, let's go. Catfish rods are in, and we are headed to the location with no seatbelts on, apparently.
Stop.
Well, we had made a quick pit stop at Academy to grab a couple extra catfish rod holders, but we couldn't find them. So they would only let people in like a little bit at a time, and you gotta keep a distance of 6 feet from each other. They've got this like line segmented. It's pretty interesting.
I need to do that at Home Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot wasn't like that. Home Depot was just like, come on in. All right, let's get to the pond. All right, man, we made it to the spot. It's just a small little neighborhood pond, and yet there's like quite a few people sitting around this thing. Get the GoPro on, and we've got the catfish rigs right here, but I'm also gonna test out the new swim bait rod. I don't even know where it went, but it's here. There it is, that big old boy. And look at what we got to throw on it. I believe this thing is like 3 ounces, so this should be like just on the bottom of the scale with that thing, and we're gonna try and chunk it out. But this is like one of the heaviest baits that I own, so should be a bunch of fun.
I mean, I think it's moving.
Yeah.
Devin's got one.
Catfish. I'm pretty sure.
She's pretty sure it's a catfish.
I'm pretty sure.
We're going GoPro all the way.
And we don't have the net.
We don't have the net. Is that bad?
Well,
Is it big or what?
it's not little.
It's a good one.
It might be a turtle.
It might be a turtle? No way. Oh, it is. She got the wrong species.
Oh, here we go.
Got him. Real quick, right?
Whoa. Yeah. Just like, whoa. Like that.
Oh, like that. Oh, you're gonna lose that. You got him? Yeah, I think it is halfway decent, huh? Come over here, come over here, come over here, come over here.
Is that not crazy? How they do?
Stole it.
Thanks. All right, guys. First official catfish pulled out of the pond. They're so strong. I don't know if you'll see on the GoPro footage or not. He totally just like made that pole go straight up horizontal. It was a bit scary. I had to like dive in for it.
Well guys, so here's our setup, and I went ahead and while I was at the truck grabbing the big camera, got the new swim bait rod, and I'm gonna tie that big old swim bait onto it. I'm gonna put the Corrado on this thing, I think. Let's get this thing rigged up.
This thing's crazy. I feel like I can cast this across the pond. Yeah, I'm gonna put the brakes a little bit lower. Big old heavy bait. It almost feels like one of the catfish rods. Like it's just like the tip is just very stout. Yeah, just no problem. Oh, there's something hitting the surface over there. Oh, this rod's getting hits.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What you want to do is grab it, and here, I'll let you do it.
I'm going back.
Nice.
Wow,
good job.
Yeah, thank you. One more before sunset, right? As Devin was saying, we should maybe hold up. Yeah, no problem. Well, that was pretty sweet.
two catfish. We're thinking two different species. Mine was a little bit more yellow, but not like a bullhead. It was also a little too large to be one, like a channel cat, I assume is what it might have been. Or
Yeah, probably a channel.
not 100% sure. And then the first one, the one that was more blue, I guess is just a blue catfish. Yeah.
Y'all probably know better than we do, so let us know in the comments.
And then also we got the little soft shell turtle by accident. That thing was hard fighting though. And we got to test out that swim bait rod. Real quick, just first impressions on this rod is it's pretty sweet. I mean, if you're paying MSRP, it's 80 bucks, but I mean, to get into the swim bait rod game, I think that's quite affordable. Maybe I'm mistaken, to get an 8-foot heavy rod. So anyways, casted this thing all the way across the pond, man, and this is like a 3-ounce lure, so really it's not even at the starting point of what this rod can handle, 4 to 8 ounces. So we'll probably grab some larger swim baits and chunk them out. Tell me what big swim baits we should throw on this thing, whether it's soft or hard plastic. We are ready to rock and roll with it. It's got this little keeper right here. That's at least what we're using it for. There's like an indention right here, and that is good, because I was a little bummed out at first. I'm like, okay, it's a budget rod when you're talking about, but not necessarily super cheap. I was like, okay, for swim bait rods, this is fairly cheap. No wonder it doesn't have a hook holder or whatever, but it actually has that piece right there for what we're using it as, a hook holder. And yeah, that's all there is to it. A little bit of cork that's worn down. The extra long handle, perfect, so you can just keep it right there underneath your elbow. Really use that extra weight, really use that extra leverage for hook sets, and that's the first impressions, man. Liking it. Let's go ahead and get back to the house.